Hey, theme park fans! Big news this week is we've got some new patent applications from Universal Creative that could be giving us our first look at some new rides that'll be coming to Universal Studios theme parks sometime soon. Or not. That's the thing with patent applications, but they're fun to look at and a lot of fun to speculate about. Let's take a look at the first one, kind of the big one that Universal Creative just dropped. This is called System and Methods for Kinetic Rotation of a Ride Vehicle. Basically, the whole idea of taking a thrill ride vehicle and turning its direction so you can see things at the side without having to turn your head, that's kind of the big thing in theme parks right now. We know that Disney was talking a lot at Destination D about the new Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster, and we found this patent earlier this year from Disney about a roller coaster with passenger compartment motion. This is basically a rough description of what's going to be happening on the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster, which will turn so that you can see show scenes at the side of the track at various points in that roller coaster that's going into the old Universe of Energy Pavilion in Epcot. But what Universal is proposing is something for a water ride. Now, if you're familiar with Shanghai Disneyland's Pirates of the Caribbean ride, Battle for Sunken Treasure, #1 theme park ride in the world right now, according to our readers, you might think, hey, Disney's already done this. But really, that's kind of like an Omnimover ride that's just kind of set on top of water. It's not really a true boat ride where the boat is floating through a flume and it's not on any type of track. So what Universal's talking about is basically using some kind of old school tech that might be familiar to anyone who's been on a raft ride before, where you put little obstacles in the flumeway, and when you bump into it, it turns the vehicle around. Well, Universal's talking about doing this with a more traditional boat ride type of, those boat rides where everyone's facing the same direction, as opposed to the tub rides where everybody's facing each other in a circle. What will Universal use this for? Hey, could be anything. This could be a Jurassic Park boat ride. It could be anything else that they've got that a boat ride really fits with the IP. I know a lot of people would love to see Jaws come back, and this would be a great IP for that if they ever decide to do something with that again. Maybe they'll license the Meg from Warner Brothers. Who knows? But like I said, this is fun new tech, and it's fun to speculate about what Universal might do with it. Another thing they've got is something called a variable vehicle ride switch. And this is another way, again, to turn the direction of vehicles on some type of ride path. And this looks like some convoluted heart bypass that they're doing here. But the basic idea is you've got something here that's supposed to look like a boat, and you hit a fork in the river or the road here, and you've got this ride switch that'll allow you to go in various directions. But as opposed to a traditional ride switch, which is just programmed to go, option A or option B, you've got multiple options here. So what you can do is program multiple variable ride paths for a particular dark ride or attraction, so that you've got a lot of rewritability. But instead of having to write some convoluted programming system into the vehicle, you just do it for a couple of variable track switches along the way. The other fun one that Universal had that's related to ride systems is systems for ride vehicle restraint. And the idea here is, you're looking at what looks like a pretty basic lap bar, but the idea here is that you create something that's much more variable. So you've got this thing that can slide along with this rotating down. So the idea here is that you can create a lap bar that can accommodate people of varying sizes. So whether it's a parent with a child, or if it's an extremely large person with an extremely small person, we've all seen the various shapes and sizes that theme park fans come in. So Universal is trying to accommodate having them all ride together on a ride, as opposed to, on some of the roller coasters, you've got the big person row with the wider restraints, and then the non-big people row, I guess, elsewhere on the thing. Universal wants everyone to be able to ride together. So that's the idea behind this. So we've got all this detailed along with a couple of other things having to do with parking lots and accounting for ride vehicles, all up on the website. We're talking about that right now, but welcome to talk about it here in the comments. And we'll keep track of everything that's happening in the theme park world, and hope you keep reading. So once again, hope you enjoy speculating about these. Take care. Until next time.